eating apples. Hello, people. And we are live. Hello, Lala. Hey, how are you feeling? I hope you're having a good day. Nice, very nice to hear that. Pretty good, thanks for asking. Back at office after a pretty relaxing weekend and it feels nice. Hello, friend with a strange name. How are you feeling? It's a lot of J's. Green J's. Akutarili. Welcome. How are you feeling? Always nice to have first-time chatters. It means that they recently found to this space. You like that? That's nice, huh? Very nice indeed. I'm doing very well, thanks. Have you recently started to play Planet IX? Or have you just started to find us here on a Twitch? Okay, nice. Thursday, newcomer, that's awesome. Ah, arcade NFT, nice. Good for you. I wish it was as well. I'm not, unfortunately. Arcade is such a cool project. Really crazy cool NFTs and really crazy cool that you can actually play them, huh? Chang, what's up? How are you feeling? Thunderbird 77, hello. Crowd Africa, hello, buddy. How are you guys feeling? Richard Alasajas, how are you guys? Welcome on board. I'm doing well, Global Engineer. How are you feeling? Yes, I do have quite a lot of picks. But I wouldn't necessarily say that Kashi, what's up? I wouldn't necessarily say that this account has a lot of picks. There's some accounts out there that has, you know, thousands and thousands of picks. But yes, definitely moving around over the globe, there are certain spots where we do have more than others. Definitely. We also do have some few focus points where we are trying to build our territories. And this is the last location where we're trying to build a territory. We hold a if you're going to look at it in inventory, we're actually going to look at the mission control. So what's crazy is that on this account there's disconnect and connect again. So this account is only for the educational purpose, and the profit doesn't go to me. It goes to the foundation, Amelia Foundation. So what is happening here is you know, it's going back to the sustainability projects of the future of Planet X. But yes, since we are having a geothermal facility which needs to be staked on common picks, we started our journey to build a territory of same tier, because it's a lot better to stake them on an area compared to a pix. It's like 200% more effective. The reason why we started this, but it went very, very slow. But however, this is like do pix with facilities don't produce waste anymore? No, they don't. You change the output of that pix, that tile. So if you set a facility on top of a pix or any other land tile, as a matter of fact, you will generate energy instead of waste. Hello everyone joining in. Halvin, hey. So the thing is, on these tiles where we only have pigs, they spawn waste units. But as soon as you stake anything else on top of them, like a tech structure, tech or a facility, tech is a drone will only increase the output of waste on the tile and also collect it for you, and will do that up to 48 hours until you collected the maximum amount of waste per drone. I do not have any drones here on this account, so I cannot really show you what it looks like, but basically if I zoom in here a little bit, you see this circle that is being filled up very slowly though. The same circle you have on your drones, and the drones will collect maximum of 26 waste if you have a pierced drone, and maximum of 28 waste if you have a Genesis drone. Why is it still showing disconnect? It doesn't. I don't see where it's showing disconnect. Maybe your screen froze, my friend. But yeah, so the exactly as Surfing Go. If you buy a facility in the marketplace, you can stake that on one of the tiles in mission control, and on top of the land asset you stake, you can stake another tech, form of a drone or a facility, and they will either increase the output of waste or change the output to a different resource. If you stake a facility, you will change the output to energy instead of waste. So the end goal, or one of the final goals of mission control, is basically refining your waste to other resources so you can construct the facilities which produce the energy for you. And energy is the most valuable refined resource of mission control. I purchased an area to do this, but I'm not able to use on mission control due to some tech glitch. I understand, but maybe. Good evening, Sarah. Maybe there's some. It shouldn't be an issue really, because it was since it's a territory, it's already minted, and the transfer of the token should be immediate. And the reason for why you cannot stake it, I'm not sure of, but try clear cookies and cache and restart the device or restart the browser, and will most likely help you solve the issue. It sounds silly sometimes, but clearing cookies and cache, especially now in this beta stage that we are in mission control, where we're doing plenty of patch updates, a hard reboot or a clear cookies and cache reboot is necessary. I have one question. When we have assets for the mint of facility, what it will generate every 48 hours one facility, or we need to game same quantity of assets to mint facility? All the resources required to construct the facility, they are being burnt. Let's go to the terminal. Let's go. No, let's go to new lands. So if we go to new lands, if we want to build a facility, so all the resources that by default is set in the recipe, all those resources will be burned when you construct a facility, meaning that you need to produce the same amount again if you want to construct another one. So this is only to construct one facility. So we have another question here. So where to stake the energy? Well, the staking pool for energy, which will be the largest staking pool to date, soon to be released. I'm not saying a date yet, but very, very soon, guys, which is very promising. And yes, it's the largest staking pool out there, so being an early one into that staking pool would definitely be a good thing. So if you have a facility, it's worth getting hold of an area compared to picks. Stake the facility on top of it. Make sure that you acquire a facility or like a same tier territory compared to the facility. So we have another question. Plots are producing more waste than what drone is collecting. That is incorrect. Moneymaker Dubai, that is incorrect. So a tile of land assets will only produce an average of 12 per day. A Pierce drone produces 13, and a Genesis drone produces 14. What's worth mentioning is that waste production is not linear, meaning that the first 6 hours, 12 of the waste units could be produced, and the next 12 hours, none of the waste will be produced. So you cannot set your alarm every 3 hours and go and claim, and there will be 3 waste units on a tile. And also, if you stake a land asset on a tile, it will stop spawning more waste units once it's reached 3 accumulated units on a tile. So you have to be an active player. You have to be more active compared to a drone. Yes, so we have another thing here. When you're going on mission control, then it shows disconnect, and we click on disconnect and reconnect. Yes, that might be the case. If you go back to the web page, you most likely need to disconnect and reconnect again. Especially if you do unclear cookies and catch. Well, because you won't remember who you are. But yeah, drone work is to make the process easier. Yes, definitely, as well as a higher output. So it's both. But yeah, so this is the complete recipe to construct one facility. Once you have proceed by next and next, well, then you burn all these assets, and you need to start producing more by claiming waste and refining it to Ellen, hi, nice to have the team here. You need to start spawning more waste so you can refine it to other resources. So at the moment, on Friday last week, I think was last time I twitched. Yes. So what we did was, which was a pretty nice and good move, was we actually minted an area, and we staked it instead of we minted an outlier area and staked that on the tile instead of an outlier picks. So we 200% increased the output of that tile, which is really nice. So at the moment we have 3 facilities going, producing energy, and depending on the tier they will produce a different amount of energy. So we have another question here. There's some issues on NetTempi from yesterday. Many are having the same issues like mine. Yeah, I cannot tell what kind of issues you have. If you need assistance, please reach out to us in Discord help desk, and we will try to make sure that your issues will be resolved as soon as possible. Print screen off the error message will be good. And I think yesterday we had some Yesterday wasn't the smoothest day. Really, it wasn't the smoothest day. I had some issues myself on my accounts, and but we did a big patch update this morning, and I hope a lot of the issues have been resolved over the day. So another question I actually, how to get pixels beside buying them. Pix, well, you cannot really get them except for buying them. You will most likely be able to trade Pix for other resources as well, but it's a trading game and Pix is part of the platform. It's the first asset that we released and the one with the most, the one that we have the most assets on. Joycan, there is an issue in Lucky Cat raffle. No one could join the raffle today. I didn't even know it was a raffle today, but I will definitely go and check it out if that's the case. When was this? So like what happened, and I don't know, like for these kind of issues, please, there's nothing much I can do here in after it happened. Okay, that's good. Well, I will forward it to devs and see if they have if they've had any issues with it. I wasn't aware of it. I wasn't aware that these raffles did not work. However, let's get to it. We know that we need to build to, well, at least we need to collect some waste to start with. We know that we need to build quite a lot of territories here because we are facility owners. These facilities will produce energy, but we need to increase their output by building territories. I had an issue twice on one of the tiles. There wasn't picks and waste. They identified and solved it. Yeah, so there's been a big patch update today, which hopefully solved a lot of the issues that we experienced over the weekend. But yeah, we need to maximize our game here, and the closest we can come to even increase our output on the outlier tile is completing that domain that we're so close to building. We did a lot of bidding last Friday, trying to connect the clusters that are still not connected. This is ridiculously annoying, really. So there's so many connection points where we could complete this domain, but none of them are active at the moment, none of the players. But hey, tomorrow, what is happening tomorrow? Well, the sleeper agents have the last chance to rejoin the game. Otherwise, our guilds will take control of their picks and start selling them, which means that our path, our journey here in Planet X will be a lot quicker. A lot more information will be to be announced. For active players, it doesn't mean anything. You won't notice anything at all, except for the fact that a lot of more picks will be traded, which is obviously a really nice thing. Hey, buddy, Besim, how are you? Hi, Lizzie. Let's the Planet IX. Yeah, it's good to have you guys here. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a good day. I mean, the initiation of the sleeper agent project is commencing, and that's gonna change a lot. And maybe it changes here as well. I mean, looking at this perspective, we can't reveal yet the name of the guild. Well, I don't really know the name of the guild yet. Maybe we'll, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. But tomorrow it's yeah. Yes, Joy can. That's correct. All land assets produce the same amount of waste in mission control. Hence, the importance of not having a mistake there while you don't own facilities. So as long as you only have territories but no facilities, I highly recommend you to leave them staked in the dashboard, earning IXT for you. And then you can use the your picks and stake them in mission control, and they will spawn waste. It's a lot better, I think. Let's go and check on how we're doing in Mexico. I think we need to do a bit of bidding here. And just shoot with all your questions, guys. I'm here to try to answer them best way possible, to make sure that you learn some as well, and for me too. Let's zoom out and check on how this is going. I kind of like the look of this. Now it's time to connect all the bits and pieces here. So we're getting there, but we still have a long way to go. It's there's only like a few spots where there are more than 20 picks connected. And as you might know, this is uncommon tier, meaning that we need 600 picks connected to complete our domain. I will definitely make sure that on our way there, I will definitely mint some of these areas, so we can have a bit of rewards. While we are waiting for let's see how we're going here in the rare tier as well. I know it's a mess. It's been going so slow, really. Oh, look at this. That's why. Who is this? That's why. KK Lucky. Okay, now I understand why you're so reluctant to sell those picks to me. Holy moly. Well, if KK Lucky starts to bid on our picks, well, I think we can have a bit of a profit. We bought a lot of them for 1, 2, 3 IXT. And now when we know we have a bit of a competitor, we might be able to regain what we've spent, which is obviously not too bad. Shoot, Lead Cell Planet IX. Just shoot all the questions my way, and I'll try to answer them accordingly. This was quite nice to see. So all these spaces. Oh, my picks is not showing on the trade history. Okay. Not sure why. It's quite difficult for me to understand. Have you tried on a different device? Do you play both on computer and your phone? Is it the same wherever you're playing? Is it the same on a computer? Is it the same on your phone? Is it just the history? Do you like anything else not working for you? It's really difficult to answer those kind of support questions. We need to investigate to figure out if there's, if there's a bug or something. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Like, have you tried clear cookies and cache? Have you, so on? I mean, that's the first step to go. Otherwise, you need to reach out to us in Discord, and we will try to look into it. We need both. Like, we need your wallet address, user ID, and then through that we can start investigating. It's something we had a little bit of an issue with in the past, but I haven't heard anything about that lately. Is this a new thing for you, or has it been like this for a long time? Because if it's a new thing, well, that it might be solved momentarily. But if you had this for a long time, we definitely need to look into it. I'm just gonna keep on bidding here while you're asking questions, guys. We bought quite a lot of it. It looks like we should have had better. I don't understand. This is kind of like weird. The thing is, all we have to do is connect either of the clusters to the main one, and we're good to go. We're like missing. There's 19 picks more to connect to the main cluster to have our domain ready. And in the second largest one is 24, and the third largest one is like 21. So either or would work, and we would be able to complete our domain. Yes, go reach out to us in help desk in Discord, and we'll try to solve this issue there. So nothing I can do from here, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. And please add print screens. It'd be a lot easier for us to Sea Fighter, how are you, buddy? Yes, print screen of any issue will definitely help us. So now it's time for us to get this commonplace going. Sir, why load more does not appear in the notification? Not entirely sure why it does stop sometimes. It's not consistent. I agree, it's not consistent. It doesn't always operate how I want it to. But yes, I experienced it some time ago. Where are you hiding? Kan Nguyen, how are you doing? Like, I'm really curious to know if there will be a lot of changes to this location once the guilds will start trade the picks. I hope so, at least. It would be really nice to have at least the sector ready. And for those of you who were with me on Friday last week, right after I explained to you how not to do mistakes when trading on OpenSea, that's exactly what I did. So I bought fake waste. I bought waste that was manufactured by someone who's not part of Planet X. They just copied the asset and started to sell it. Really silly of me, especially right after I explained to you not to do this mistake that I did. But we all learned something from it, I guess. Having one of the team members of Planet X to do such stupid thing right after lecturing not to do it, it's kind of funny, but it's also kind of good. It's will definitely, you know, I learned the lesson and I hope you did too. And what's so funny was that I actually showed on an asset what it's not supposed to look like, contract wise, token wise, chain wise, and so on. It was so stupid. Well, it's part of life. We learned from it, and then we put those things behind, and we just keep on growing as human beings and players. Which is important. Otherwise, we will still stagnate, and we would not be those prominent players that we want to be. Oh, that's auction picks. Well. So guys, I hope you had a good weekend. I'm not sure what you've been up to. It's been snowing here crazy. This is the third day in a row. It just keeps on snowing. I love it. It's so beautiful. So nice. But not all my colleagues are enjoying it as much as I do. That's not a picks I want. I want to pick in between. No, not at all. And especially people commuting to work with public transport, they are stranded. They are not coming to the office. So I'm currently, now I'm currently an outlier. I'm building in 3 different locations. Actually, we're building in 4 different locations. This is outlier tier. We're a couple of picks from finalizing our domain. Then in this area, this is uncommon. It's been going quite well. We've been buying a lot of picks, but we are struggling to connect them. You know, there's a lot of good contact positions here, which will. I'm just gonna quickly go and check on this one. For example, fixed price 6 IXT. Yes, that's a picks I really want, and it will give us 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So now there's 20 there. We're starting to get there little by little, but we don't want to mess things up. We want to make sure we don't mess things up for the future creations of either. I wouldn't say that there is a reasonable picks price defined per tier. It can differ so much depending on where it's located. Some people have affectionate value, people don't. And due to that, it can vary a lot depending on a location of the map. The average picks price at the moment, I think, is 3.8 IXT per picks. And Bronx Warrior, buenos dias. How are you feeling? So I buy picks between 1 and depending on the situation, if it would to be the last picks to finalize a territory, I would easily pay a large amount of IXT for it. If someone told me, "Oh, this is the last picks for you to build a domain," I'd easily pay like 20 IXT for it. Not perhaps if it was the first area, but if it was to complete my domain, well, sure thing. Wouldn't hesitate doing it. But I think we can go and check on Dune. So Dune.com is an analytics site. Which, oh, this is amazing. This is growing and this is growing. This is good. This is really good. I really like it. Hey. So this is this chart showing. So we are currently on 3.6. So it's going between 3.6 and 3.89 up and down. The average picks price, I think, and it's been like that for the last month or so, 2 months. Leah Filipina, you're welcome. Yes, yeah, Joycan, that's correct. So tomorrow is the last day for sleeper agents to activate their accounts. If they're not to buy or do anything with their picks, no, I'm not gonna buy that picks. Don't need it. If they're not doing anything with their account, we will take control of their picks and start selling it. But they still have tomorrow to activate their accounts. And you as an active player, you won't see a difference. You will just keep on playing as nothing have changed. But I think what you will notice is that a lot of the picks that you've been bidding on in the past, and where you've had no reaction, they all of a sudden you will have a reaction from the guild. So maybe they accept it, maybe they decline it. We don't know yet. It's depending on the current situation, the current market value, or the estimated market value of the picks in the area, and so on. But we will definitely see an increased activity. So starting from tomorrow, day after tomorrow, tomorrow is the last day for them to interact with their account and activate it. Yeah, so for them it's the last day. So after that, if you are experiencing increase of trade activity on the marketplace, well, that's probably because of it. It's really exciting. I think it's a really great step forward for the trading of picks. So now we have two different ways to interact in Planet X. We both have picks trading, which is a crucial part because we need the assets. But then we have mission control, where we can put those assets to work, which is also important. We've been building for a long time. We have been creating our territories. They have been in the staking dashboard, generating IXT, and now it's time to generate waste so we can refine it and construct the facilities that will produce the energy for us, which we can stake in the dashboard. Can we authorize having access to Discord? Not exactly sure what you mean by that, Crowd Africa. Could you please explain really what you mean by that, and I will try to
Exakt, så jag kan reboota.
Oh yeah, there's always a link in the description of every event.
Jo, men så jag har en riktig gaming station där, så att jag kan bara göra sånt. Tab switch och byta skärm, så blir det till PC:n. På min 8
Okay, so I wonder if it's actually worth going through all the notifications, or if I just should go
120 FPS.
carpet bidding
Last hits.
on well, maybe not. There's still a long way to go before we even have an area of common in place, but yes, we definitely need to step up the game, because it's gonna take a long time in this speed. But I do believe you understand that we last couple of weeks did not have as much time to spare for the purpose of Twitch, but now when it's up and running, we are all testing it out, we're trying to find bugs, etc. Then it's time to do a bit more twitching so we can learn from each other. Which is very important. We all we can always learn from each other. Even though I work here and I might be more experienced when it comes to certain things, you guys combine play hours wise a lot more than I do, meaning that you probably find more issues and bugs than I could do myself. It seems actually like the area we picked to bid on is pretty active. Which is positive. And the negative is that they are declining our bids. Something we need to change by increasing the bids. That is awesome. I'm happy to hear that the sound is good for you. Yes, to participate in the competition, you need to complete the task in the Gleam link. That is correct. Huh, no, I'm not a DJ. I'm having a bit of a peach. It was really nice. You can hear everything today, huh? I was like in half an afternoon snack. I like a bit of fruit in the afternoon, which is nice. I should obviously put on a muff on the microphone so you don't hear that kind of noise. But I'm telling you, it was delicious. I hope you had a good lunch, guys. Okay, so we need to update this. Highlight of the working day lunch, right? Not really, but it's definitely a good thing. Yes, today I had time to have lunch, which was nice. Got some pick spot, beautiful. That's exactly what I want. All the picks in my pocket. As easy as that. Oh la la. I'm much to DJ with the louder audio. No, but a lot of my friends and colleagues here at the office, they're actually DJs, playing great music. And I would say that they all have a pretty good taste of music as well. I'm pretty impressed. Let's see what else is happening here. I might want to go and have a look at the map. This is most probably a very beautiful spot in the real world. A spot I wouldn't mind visiting. I'm not necessarily gonna tell you where it is, but I believe it's a beautiful place. So do we have any facility owners here in the chat today? Anyone been able to construct them? Oh la la, we got a Joy-Can, almost got a domain. How nice is that? Yeah, Litzel Planet IX, facility owner number 1. How cool is that? Seems like I wonder how far down we did start bidding yesterday. Oh, it's messing with me today, huh? Uncommon facility, not bad at all. Happy 2233, please sell that pics to me. Sing as a song. Well, not really. You wouldn't want to listen to me singing. I'm not the worst, but I'm not good enough to be singing here live. Definitely not. There's plenty of talented people out there in the world. There's radios, and I'm not a radio singer. I'm here to speak with you guys, to explain to you what Planet X is about. If I go and do a bit of practice, I might, give you a short song one day in the very near future, maybe a Christmas song. I will have my facility in a few hours. That is a very positive mindset. Yes, Planet X is very big in Polygon at the moment. Just meanwhile, we can go and check this. There's 2 different type of tokens. On Friday, we were reaching 96,000 transaction on ERC 1155. That's Friday last week. Looking now, we are almost at 206 ERC 1155 transactions on the contract. Very, very, very exciting. And let's go and have a look at the ERC 721. We're topping the chart here, guys. We're topping the chart. And 97,321 the last 24 hours picks traded, topping the chart here as well. Pretty amazing. So yes, you are correct. we are killing it. It's awesome. It's really good. It's really good for the future of Planet X. And we've also seen, maybe I can go and check on, so active user per week this week compared to last week, or like this well, let me zoom in. Look at this. This is 2 weeks ago. The one second furthest to the right, 6,743 users. 7th of November. 14th of November, 23,790. It's like a 300% increase or more. Really exciting. It's going well. I think we're doing some really good updates to Planet X, and it's paying off all this hard work these last 6 or 7 months, trying to get mission control in place and so on. So we have a good question here, I think. Hello, can you tell me why I'm buying pics but the pics does not appear in my account? Not sure what is happening. Could be different reasons. Might be a latency in the transfer of the pics. As long as you can, if you can go to Polygon Scan and confirm that the transaction has been made, pics, those are ERC 721 tokens. Going here and see that the transaction has been made, well, then you don't need to worry. If it has not been completed, and you see that pics has not been transferred, but your IXT has been transferred, well, then you must reach out to us. I cannot check for you here live on this Twitch, but we can assist you in Discord. So find the help desk channel, reach out to us there, and we will do the best we can. And make sure you provide pics link, and make sure that you provide a screenshot of the problem. No, it's not too much to ask. You are definitely worth the biomods and the legendary, the blueprints and the legendary biomods. I'm not gonna say too much, but I think it's very important that you study the amount of resources required to construct a single facility. So you're not seeing the pics in game as of yet, so there might be a latency preventing it from show. As long as you can see them on chain, well, then they're safe in your wallet. In the past we had a bit of issue with the front end not updating quick enough. Oh, what is this a pic we want? Please tell me. No. Holy moly. Oh, this is a new little beauty. Kaboom. It will give us another opportunity to finalize this. But if you feel that nothing changes, in a few weeks or so, global engineering, well, there's no actual competition today. I'm not holding a Kahoot. I'm not holding. I'm gonna try to do a Kahoot later on this week. We have 2 major things. Oh, I forgot to mention it. So we had another mint last week. It was the New Lands Genesis NFT mint, there was a pretty massive congestion on the chain, and there's like 1,100 pending transaction after 20 seconds. It was sold out, and all of those of you who managed to mint, you will be airdropped meta shares to an in-game corporation New Lands in the future. However, on Thursday, for those of you who did not manage to mint a New Lands Genesis NFT, you will at least have the opportunity to get your hands off some meta shares. And if you are meta shareholders to New Lands, well, then you can being part of shaping the future of that in-game corporation. And you will also be able to decide how much of that in-game's corporation treasury that will be distributed amongst the shareholders. And since they produce facilities and a secondary market will probably be pretty big, I think it's a pretty wise idea to get your hands off some of the shares at least. Sangari Brahim, how are you? Arlene in 1981, hey, welcome. Nice to have newcomers on board here. Really good. Yeah, so being a meta shareholder in New Lands, I'm definitely gonna become a meta share. Rovian69, what's up? A meta shareholder in New Lands corporation. I believe in a lot. A corporation I think that most of us will interact with, especially now since we can start construct our facilities and produce waste. That's the foremost thing, right? Crowd cash flows. So I want the last missing pieces, right? Oh la la. And but looking at the different in-game corporations, they all do have different utilities or provide different services. White space, they have their drones. Facilities, they come from New Lands. Eternal Lab, you interact with them when you want to refine your waste, and like 36% of the waste, well, there's a 36% chance of you finding nothing. Come on, stop messing about, will ya? It's a pix we want. It is a pix we want. We want all the pix in the area. As long as we maintain an average pix price, below what the average pix price is, then we're doing a pretty good job, in my opinion at least. So if we are averaging below 3.6 per pix when building a territory, well, then it's a good thing. Yes, first legendary biomod. Congratulations, Sada. How good for you. Really nice. Really, really nice. One of the more difficult resources to find in your waste. But if you think about it, I'm just gonna show you. Oh, it's actually not correct there. But what I can do is, yes, we can do like this. it's worth keeping in mind. Just looking at it. We need, and then we also need, let's see, where is it? Where did you go, my lovely little white paper? So I'm just gonna show you the probability of finding the different resources. Well, we should definitely have Eternal Lab open at the same time. Well, I cannot do that. However, so it's 2 legendary biomods and there's 20 outlier biomods. So you need 10 times as many outlier biomods. Just think about that for a while. I'm not gonna say too much more than that. Just think about that, and then you go and check out what the probability is of finding each one of the resources when you refine waste at Eternal Lab. Remember 20, that's what you need. You need 2 of legendary, which is gonna go, there you go, Eternal Lab. And so there's 2.4% chance of finding a legendary, and there's 24% chance. What does it say, guys? What does it say? You need 2 biomod from legendary tier, and you need 20 of outlier tier. It's kind of the same, right? Just think about it. Just have a look at it. Just read it. It's finalize your recipe to complete. It will most likely take the same amount of time to find 2 legendary biomods as it will to take to find 20 outlier. And do outlier biomods hold 10 times lower value compared to legendary? You can go figure it out. I mean, check out on OpenSea at the moment. It's messing with me here today. Let's go and play a bit of mission control. I know there's something we can do here. Refining waste claim. So what do you guys think? Should we get some nice, juicy, beautiful biomods here today, or perhaps a blueprint? Well, of course, my wars. My recent burning at the lab are 1 yellow, 2 green, and 1 black. Boom shakalak. Not sure what the black is. There's blue, there's green, there's white, and there's yellow. And there's always purple as well. The rare tier, but no black. Also outlier biomod. And boom, another one. Black means nothing. Well, 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 well. Yeah, black, they're not the best. They're not what we're looking for, not at all. They're kind of annoying, especially when you sit there and you claim and you wait. especially when the chain is busy and all of a sudden it takes a little bit too long. You'd be like, oh, wow, where's my legendary buy? Oh, common buy mod. 2 out of 2. 1 outlier and 1 common. Not too bad. But what we are looking for, we are looking for the uncommon ones. We already have our outlier facility. But if you accelerate, you always have a gift. Well, yes, that's direct stimuli, I guess. You can pay for it. In this case, for this account, since our waste generation is really slow, there's no point for us spending Astro credits to refine it, because it takes 6 hours to refine it, and after 6 hours I've not been able to collect enough waste to refine another session, another amount of waste. But if you're holding drones, well, yes, perhaps, but still not, because you have, let's say you have piercer drones staked on all your tiles. That's like 13 times 6, so it's 78 waste per day, and each time you hand in waste to Eternal Lab or Global Waste System, you can hand in maximum of 100, meaning that if you only have, if there's no other source of waste, there's no need to accelerate unless you really want them to, unless you really want it to happen directly. If you have been able to harvest a lot of waste, or you found a good deal buying plenty of waste, well, yes, then obviously we all want to accelerate it because it's fun. But when a waste generation is rather slow, I don't necessarily see the, I don't know, it's not always worth it. It's from time to time. I think we all have to look at the perspective of the moment, that when we are trying to refine it, and see if it's worth it or not. Obviously, if there's only one last missing piece, I'd do it. I'd spend some Astro credits to get it, for sure. Okay, let's see what is happening here. Give me those pics, guys. This takes so much time. I think I just want to go and check on the different pics that are listed. So what about this guy? Do we want it? Is it worth 5 IXT? Yes, it is worth 5 IXT. That is a pics that I want. I'm just gonna buy it. Yes, if there's only one to go, buy it on OpenSea. That's true. There's plenty of alternatives out there. It's like bidding or going to the marketplace. At the moment, I'm just trying to find the picks on the marketplace that we want and see if the prices are reasonable. What about this guy? Oh man, I'm just gonna increase the bid a bit. See if that helps. This is connecting. What are you? Holy moly. I'm gonna trap you instead. What about these guys? Are they on? Happy. That's a auction. Okay, it's starting to look good. Where can we connect? I think it's about time that
Andreas måste göra om videon.
if there's only one missing, go to exact. How do I fix my drones on the tiles? What do you mean by that? So if you are to stake them, well, you go to mission control and you go to build, and you have tech. If you have a drone, they will be listed here. You simply click on the drone and on the tile you want to stake it on. Please note that before you stake a drone, you need to stake a land asset. The base layer always needs to be a land asset. Hey Arg, welcome. Yes, so Crowd Africa, you make sure that you have a land asset staked as a base layer of the tile, and then you can stake the drone on top of it. And drones you will find in the build menu, build, tech, boom. Facilities, they are under facility, makes sense, right? Pigs and territories, they are under land, also makes sense. And overview, you will find what is currently happening on each one of the tiles, how you have populated them and what kind of activity they have. So common facility has energy output per 20 hours and the energy output per day is currently 1.2. A rare facility, energy output for 12 hours, and outlier facility, energy output for 24 hours. Yeah, if that's the case, Crowd Africa should not be an issue. Just go to build, go to tech, click on the drone, and then click on the tile you wish to build it upon, and you're good to go, and it will start to collect waste for you. And what is also good about the drones is that they will protect the waste from raids. Let's see. Okay, now let's continue these beautiful notifications that we are still not being able to go through. It's a lot easier to cope with them when you play every day. They're not as many, hey? 5 more hours to go complete my first facility. Congratulations, Joycan. Very excited for you. I hope you will get a tier that you are looking for, a tier matching your territories. Now drones, the company, White Space company, don't sell drones anymore. If you are to buy a drone, you need to go to the secondary market, OpenSea or BitKeep NFT trading place, or wherever you can find them. Make sure that you're buying from the correct contract. But Crowd Africa, any type of drone. They just have different they just produce different amount of waste, but they function the same way. Yeah, yeah, so make sure, as I was saying, make sure that you're buying from the correct contract provided by Planet IX. We don't want you to end up in any trouble like I did on Friday buying waste. Fake waste. Funny to buy fake waste, huh? It only happens online. It only happens online, for sure. Come on. Hey, World Cup in football, guys. Any one of you interested? Maybe watch the opening game yesterday. Bronx Warrior. I myself, I necessarily don't use BitKeep. I tested it. I thought it was nice. I think it was much better user experience compared to MetaMask. Um, but it's I mean it's up to each one of us. They did after their hack. They were really quick at fixing it. They took care of it in a very nice fashion. They reimbursed people who got their funds stolen. So I think they did a really great job after what happened. So I see no point flaming them. But it's with everything. If you're not careful, you can get fooled. You gotta be careful of whatever you do in the everyday life, online, offline, in real life, wherever you are. You gotta be careful. There's a lot of people out there that would take every opportunity to steal your funds, independent of if it's online or if it's offline in the real world or on internet. People will definitely take the opportunity if they can. Stealing is not a new thing. It's always been like that. We are animals and survival of the fittest. If there wouldn't be a competition, if we all had everything, well, we necessarily wouldn't need to steal. But that's not the case. Just bought 2 legendary biomods and 2 energy in BitKeep. Very fast transaction. That is correct. I did actually buy 2 energy earlier today on the BitKeep app. I just wanted to try it to figure out if there are any fees, but it's not. No fees whatsoever. Not for the one listing it, not for the one buying it. And I think that's a nice thing. Come on, please. It's like the fees in Planet X. They go back to the community. All trading fees and the market fees goes back to the community. Yes, dog eats dog, so be careful with our assets. Proceeding to do a transaction, that is correct. We gotta take care of our own assets. We gotta protect them. No one else can protect them. Only you can protect them because it's Web3. And as long as you keep your seed phrase wallet safe and as long as you don't interact with any unfamiliar links from unknown sources or so on, you will probably be staying safe out there. But greed is, well, has caused problem for many people in the past. And if someone is presenting a deal that is looking too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. So stay careful out there. Bro Rich. It's time for me to end this Twitch in a few minutes time and go on and prepare for the rest of the week. It's been nice. It's been good to see the progress of the account. It's been good to see that we are nearing I'm not saying we are close to it, but we are quite close to connect the dots in outlier tier. We only need a few more picks and I'm pretty thrilled to see what is happening here in uncommon tier location, because we've been pretty active here over the last month and a half. This is the work of like 6 or 7 weeks, and it's kind of looking okay. Still a long way to go, but it's starting to look okay. And okay is not bad. Okay is better than bad. Bad is bad. Okay is good. And now it can only get better. Okay, more picks bidding. Okay, more picks bidding. This is crazy. I think yes, you should definitely claim the waste before you stake the tile. Stake the drone on the tile, otherwise you will lose the waste that has been generated. Yep. Very importante, see. We are still waiting for waste to be generated on this account, so as I told you on Friday, I really want another uncommon bio mod. Because it will increase our chances. Maybe we should just buy them. And this time from the correct contract. Okay. This is not bad. USDC. I do not have any USDC. But if I can find them on... So they're actually not that expensive at the moment, so maybe I should go and get some USDC for tomorrow or for the next session and get them so we can get our outlier biomod or outlier facility up and running. Could also buy one. But we don't want to buy one. We want to build one. 0.2 ETH 1 day ago, and ETH is down at like 1150, so like $230. Okay, that's not too bad at the moment, like $260. Crazy. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining in today. It was a good start of the week. A lot of interesting announcements will be posted this week. We have the initiation of sleeper agents reactivation. We have a meta share sales, and we have yeah, it's pretty good. I think we're gonna see a lot of interaction this week, a lot of trade, really exciting, and we're probably gonna see these numbers increase again. Yeah, definitely. Well, much love to you guys. Thank you as always for joining in. I hope to see you guys soon again. I'm going back to my desk for some time, and I'm gonna have a good night rest. Much love, and I'll see you guys soon again. Ciao, ciao. See you in Discord.